And there's so many people who regret this. There's more and more and more coming out, and younger too. And you can't go back. I'm sad for myself, of course.
The last 2 years of my life, and I realized it's been a complete hell. My life has just went down the hill ever since I had so-called bottom surgery trying to be a woman. And I regret it. I regret it 100%. I regret too that I ever thought I was trans, that I ever thought I could be a woman, and I wish I could go back and not have any surgeries or medical transition or take any hormones. To be honest, this transition has costed me so much of my health, both mental and physical, as well as certain relationships in my family. And I just wish my family and friends weren't so supportive of my transition, and I wish they sat me down and talked to me and said, are you sure this is what you want to do? Maybe you'll grow out of this. I honestly think I'm just as unhappy as I was before transition, and what I really needed is therapy and help.
Okay, my name is Maddie, and I sound like a dude, but I'm not. See, so I transitioned for a few years, and I've been off hormones / detransitioning for a couple of years. Here's the deal. When I went to transition, I had to go to counseling to get a letter of referral to a doctor. The doctor wouldn't see me without that, but I only had to go to 2 sessions before this counselor was like, yeah, you have gender dysphoria. You need to be treated by a doctor. Let's get you this note. She wrote me the letter of recommendation. I took it to a doctor, and this doctor prescribed me testosterone on the first visit. Now, I'm not crying and blaming them for my decisions because I was a legal adult when I made these decisions. I knew that my voice would be permanently altered. I knew that I would permanently grow facial hair, which I still do. You can't really see it right now because I pluck my face. Literally, these tweezers are in my car all the time because on my brakes, I pluck my face. Anyways, I was a legal adult when I made these decisions, but now my issue with this is that they're allowing these things to happen to children. Children who can't drive. Children who are not old enough to buy alcohol because their brains aren't, they're not mature enough to do that. Kids who aren't mature enough to apparently buy nicotine according to the law.
I'm still experiencing a wide range of complications to this day.
It's a worse mistake than I've ever made in my life. Ever before. I absolutely felt like my life was ruined.
This person says, I am so bitter. The trans community says that if you detransition and regret what you did to yourself, you have no one to blame but you. But I was 10. I was 10 years old, I was obese, and I already looked more like a boy than a girl. I despised myself. The internet told me that this was a way out.
So this is something to keep in mind when you, and this is why it's important, because when you hear about the number of detransitioners and people who are expressing regret about their transitions, these are only the people willing to speak out in spite of the mockery and threats and alienation and social ostracization they'll experience because of it. How many more would be going public if not for their fear of experiencing the exact same kind of treatment?